Hello, this is Heather with Creativity by Heather B. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have kind of a different video for you. I'm not going to be making a card. However, it does fall in the category of making a kindness for somebody, as so many of us, the reason that we do our cards. So I'm going to be using the Worthy stamp set from Erin Creative. And then I also purchased two different packages of Post-it notes. Hearts and then a conversation bubble or a speech bubble. And what I'm going to be doing is using some of the large sentiments, I guess some of them are phrases, but sentiments, words from the Worthy stamp set. Our radio station here in Houston in February, they have a campaign that they run called Love That Sticks. And so they encourage you to write positive messages, Bible verses, things like that on sticky notes and stick them around Houston. And so I thought this would be a cool idea to not just do in February, but to do all year round. And once I saw the Erin Creative stamp set, I thought this would be perfect. And you don't have to have a stamp set to do this. You could just write something on it if you wanted, but I thought it would be fun to use the stamp set in a different way. And another way to share love and kindness, especially in the world that we're living in right now. So what I'm doing is I am just going through and kind of lining up the words that I think I'm going to be able to use, the ones that will fit the best. And I am going to stamp these out 3 at a time. There's going to be 3 that I'm going to choose. And I have the heart sticky notes. I'm not going to end up using those. I have a smaller stamp set that has some praise and kindness stamps on it that I'm going to do once I stick all of the conversation ones out around the area where I live. So what I'm doing is, because these are Post-it notes and they have sticky, I am just taking the blue sections and separating them apart. So I've got maybe 10, 12 stacked together, and I'm going to do 3 stacks. You could definitely do this with an acrylic block. You do not need a stamp positioner to do this. I just figured because I do have one, this would be the easiest and fastest way to kind of mass produce these. So once I have them in place, I am just kind of laying out the stamps that I'm going to be placing on each one. And I am going to start out using the black ink, and then I'm going to switch to some Stamp Market ink, because the black ink was great, but then I thought, let's add some color to it. And you can always stamp these out and then go in and add like maybe a Bible verse to it. If you're a Christian, you can choose, they don't have to necessarily be like Christian kindness phrases. They can be just any type of love, just uplifting whoever's going to see it. And what's fun about this, and I have some pictures at the end, is I just stuck them in my purse, and then I carry them with me. And when I'm out, when I'm getting gas, or if I'm in a grocery store, ATM, I stick them on an ATM. Anywhere you are, at work, in the bathroom stall, maybe if that's something that you're able to do at work, on the mirror in the bathroom, even around your house. Maybe your family needs encouragement. And it's just a great thing to keep with me, and just to remind me to think of others and not just myself and get caught up in what's going on in my own crazy life. But while I'm going through, the craziness and those mundane things like getting gas, going to the bank, the store, being able to leave something behind that might be uplifting for their day. And, for me, being a Christian, I believe that wherever I place it, that the person that is going to definitely need that is going to be the one that sees it, And so that's very comforting and really exciting to me. So here you can see I went through and did the first little pass. So the top one says, Jesus loves you. And I love the font on this. The last one is, you are worthy. And I cannot remember. The middle one, I think, is You Are Blessed. Hang on. I have my purse right here with them in there. I actually did this video, gosh, a couple weeks ago, and I've been just putting them out. Let me see. And you can see I just lifted up the sticky note on the top one and placed them together and just went in and did the next one. So the top one is Jesus Loves You, Walk by Faith, Not by Sight, which I think is a really good one, especially, you know, the past couple years, you know, we've really needed to have a lot of faith that things are going to be okay and they're going to work out. And, you know, even if they're hard, that you have people around you who care. So I am using my Debby tool as well here. Obviously, this is another one of those things that absolutely is not necessary. If you have it and you're using a MISTI or a stamp positioning tool, it's a great thing. But I wanted to do these the easiest and most efficient way that I could. And I believe I'm going to switch here in a moment to the colored ink. I think that ended up on the video. I said, I apologize. I recorded this and we got back from spring break. I am a teacher. If you are new to my channel, which if you are, thank you so much for joining us. And so getting back from spring break the week after is kind of hectic at school. So I'm just now getting to do the voiceover for this video. And I think this is the one where I'm going to add some color. I know I do a purple color, the pink, which is Peony from the Stamp Market. And I really like these Stamp Market inks. They're actually getting ready to come out with, I think, 12 more colors. I have the ink cubes and I love them, and I'm slowly investing in the full size. And the pink just really pops off of that turquoise tealish color of the Post-it notes, as you can see there. And this is not edited as far as like how many times, one time, and it was good to go. This was very simple. And it's amazing to me, all of the sticky notes that they have. And I actually went and purchased these for this project. But you can definitely, any sticky notes that you have laying around your home that are big enough to fit whatever, you know, encouraging sentiments you're wanting to add will work just fine. I said I got the hearts, and I really wanted to use the hearts, but I just felt like for the sentiment set, that worthy set that I was using that were large, that the speech bubble would be better. And I like these speech bubble sticky notes because the stickiness is actually a pretty wide strip down the middle of the sticky note. So when I've been placing them around where I live, they stick a lot better because they're not kind of lifting up and flapping in the wind, especially if it's one that I placed outside. So I do like where they've placed the sticky on these. And I'm just going back in with that peony again. And there's another set. And you can see doing this 3 at a time, you know, we've already got, 12 done very quickly. And this is something that's simple too, that your kids could help you with, your grandkids, you know, anybody that is wanting to help out in your craft room, or, you know, you're just wanting to teach, you know, how to spread some simple kindness. This is a great project for them to do. And so there you can see the different ones. And I just have that, I just slid it right down in my purse. It's in one of my side pockets on my purse. And there you can see I stuck one at TJ Maxx. I also put one on a gas station pump I got a picture of. And as I've told you through the video, numerous places you can do this. So I hope this encourages you to share a little more handmade kindness in a simple way. It's kind of outside of the box from just creating our cards, which are amazing. And I love being a card maker for that reason. So if you're not a subscriber, I hope you'll consider subscribing, and don't forget to like this video. And thank you so much, and have a great day.